Hello and welcome to my first 52 weeks out, detailing exactly how I am going to take myself from 0 up to 100k, essentially culminating in me attempting to run 100k in 24 hours at Endure 24 in Leeds next year. Now I'm talking a minimum of 100k. I'd be absolutely buzzing with 100k. That is a mad distance. Like when you actually deep it, what's that? Two and a bit marathons. No, yeah, two and a half. Ill. So I'm going to run through today in this video basically the sort of milestones running up to it, why I'm running it, how I'm going to run it, and my main concerns about what could possibly go wrong. But you'll get that later in the video. Now it's time for a run. Get my running shoes on, get out the door. I've got 8k worth of intervals. I believe it's 400 meter repeats. I'd have to check my phone, but I'm fairly certain that that's what the doctor ordered, and that is what the doctor is going to get. So, not to 100k video uno, which is 1 in Spanish. Video 1, the dog's going mad in the other room, obviously. Video 1, 100k this time next year. Let's go. There is just something very, very wrong about wearing Nike and Adidas. Two-kilometre warm-up, then 5 lots of 400 metres at 5 per kilometre and 400 metres at 5:45 per kilometre. With a 2-kilometre cool down, I'm going to pretty much just do a block near mine. So it's nice and simple, relatively flat, a couple of slight inclines, a couple of slight declines, nothing drastic. Sound. See you later. You're going to see a video of me running my feet rapid. Run complete. What? Run has been complete. So, see if we get some light in this bitch. A little better, maybe. So, run has been complete. 8 kilometres boxed. Let's talk about how I'm planning to get up to this distance. Now, for me, I'm a pretty large bloke. I'm about 6'3", 6'4" on a good day. Typically people that are running like these 100k's aren't the same physical size as me. That plus the fact I've got knees that are quite possibly the weakest piss basically. I've got ligaments that are like baby bells. My ankle, all it takes is one tiny little bit of an issue and it will roll. Heads will well and truly roll. As soon as I slightly that little bit extra ankle inversion and I'm absolutely finished. So what is my plan to get me up to this time next year? Essentially, I'm looking right at my computer here rather than looking at the camera so I can get this right. So starting in, obviously now being June, legit in 12 months time, I'm going to be running this 100k. So the next 3 months, so June through to September, is going to be in my first initial fat loss phase. So again, that's going to be pretty aggressive calorie deficit. At the end of this sort of like training block, I'm going to be running the Altrincham 10k. I'm looking to be somewhere around about 80 kilos. Over the next 3 months, I'm essentially going to be doing 3 full body sessions a week and 3 runs every single week, with also potentially optional sort of like added cardio in there. So maybe from bike, could be from the ski erg, whatever it is, but that sort of like cross training just to help train the heart just a little bit more. Then once that is done, once I'm down to around about that 80 kg mark, ideally sitting somewhere between that 80 to 82, I think it'll be a pretty comfortable body weight for me to sit at. I'm essentially going to go on sort of a slow, and I'm saying gaining phase, from October all the way through to March. Now what I mean by that is I'm going to be gaining a very, 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 very small amount of body weight per week is the aim. Bearing in mind, in the sort of the run up to the 100k next year, I'm going to be doing the Split Marathon in Croatia in February. So essentially my training block is going to be around about 14 weeks prior to that, which should take me somewhere around November, December time is when I'd actually be starting with that sort of like marathon prep. So my aim is to get up to sort of my weekly mileage being anywhere between 30 to 35 and keep it there pretty consistently, and sort of get my body used to running at that distance without obviously picking up any injuries. So making sure that my recovery is good, making sure that my training is of high quality, and making sure that I can actually stick to it and I'm not making excuses as to why that I can't be doing these things. Realistically, I'm going to try and increase my body weight, increase my performance and maintain relative leanness, which obviously will help given the fact I probably will be going away at some point as well. So just making sure that I don't look like a slob when I'm on holiday is always a nice bonus. So once the Split Marathon has been completed, we will turn all attention onto Endure 24. So essentially what it is a 24-hour trail running race. I believe it starts at midday on a Saturday, and you've got 24 hours until midday on the Sunday to run as many loops as you possibly can until the wheels well and truly fall off. Now, I really would be absolutely buzzing with getting to at least 100k. Now, when you actually break it down, it doesn't seem that far when you think about the number of loops that it is, although it definitely is pretty fucking far. So, the main sort of goal for me over the next year is to stay injury free for as long as possible. Again, this is coming from a man who has more injuries than you could possibly shake a fucking stick at.
He's a tremendous grappler, and he's shown time and time again. Problem is,
yo, Sunday morning, time to go for a run. Oh, 10k boxed. Felt decent, to be fair. Really easy pacings. Which just went 5k down the canal, 5k back. That's it. That is probably going to mark the end of this video. It's been a little bit all over. Yesterday, I didn't record much as we were just chilling. Obviously, when we went away, we was meant to do a little bit more walking, but Megan nearly broke her leg. Snapped her ankle, pretty much nearly snapped her ankle last Monday. So it's been a bit of a mad week. So we still went, had a decent time, had some good food and that. But that was it. Didn't really get up to much. That's it. That's how we did yesterday. I went to sleep about 6 p.m. Woke up at 3 for the UFC. Been up since then. Had a nice little chilled morning. Take the dog out now. Up next on the agenda is going to be get the food shopping done, prep my food for the week, and that's pretty much all I've got to do for the rest of today. Nice and straightforward. I try and keep these days, Sundays, as simple as possible. Get what I need to do done to actually for the rest of the week. What I cannot stand doing is if I have a bit of a Sunday, say for example, where I don't get my prep done for the week, my entire week just goes to shit, and I need to make sure that doesn't happen. As that happens as little as possible. So making sure that my Sunday is spent. I can't be asked. Fuck it, that couple will do. I get proper like lost in my own thoughts, and I get distracted by the cars going past. But yeah, that marks the end of video number 1, week number 1 in my training. 0 to 100k, and I will catch you next Sunday. Bash. Sick.